Hi, we're Windward Bound, a consulting group for yacht charters who are looking to help your business continue to grow. To begin, we want to ask you a question. Who do you imagine is going to sail the seas in 5 years? While your current clientele consists of older generations, we are here to provide Navigare insight into another segment of people who can sail the open sea and have not just an adventure, but the best experience imaginable. Currently, Navigare's problem is in consumer sustainability. There is a lack of brand reach and awareness among younger age groups, such as millennials. In order to provide you with some peace of mind and a better orientation of who we are, we have shared our mission statement and vision statement below. To begin with, we would like to present some interesting research we found within the yacht charter industry. Using a puzzle analysis to understand the yacht chartering ecosystem is a marketing best practice. From it, we have learned that there are technological innovations that Navigare can use to increase direct bookings, and that there are environmental issues that have serious implications for the target customer. Porter's Five Forces is a tool like Pestle and has helped us see that Navigare can generate an advantage by building relationships with not only customers, but with suppliers and investors. As stated previously, competition is at a low in the BVI. Navigare offers the lowest cost for comparative services. This helps us have an idea of what market position Navigare has in the BVI and how we can take advantage of this. After conducting primary research in southern St. Pete, we've concluded that millennials do go on many vacations. Majority had no experience sailing or yachting, but they definitely showed interest, especially in motorboats. To facilitate this, Windward Bound has performed analysis on the data that we have collected in an effort to provide Navigare with the best strategy to draw more millennials to the business. SWOT analysis is a great tool to learn the inner workings of the business. Starting out with strengths, many customers cited the Carefree package as being the deal maker for the trip. For weaknesses, Navigare's website is underperformed and there's no brand image, but there are numerous opportunities in technology to create this brand image. This is Navigare's business model canvas. As you can see, Navigare's value proposition is strong, and they also have many key partners and channels that they can utilize to maintain their best cost strategy they are currently implementing, a strategy that resonates well with millennials. As I stated previously, Navigare currently uses the best cost strategy, and we advise them to keep doing so. By providing excellent services at lower costs than their competitors, Navigare will hold a distinct competitive advantage. In order to maintain a best cost strategy, we have created 3 initiatives, the first of which is becoming eco-friendly. Not only do the majority of millennials consider eco-friendly companies more attractive, but the government offers substantial tax breaks. The second initiative utilizes a concept that is old as business itself, discounts. The majority of millennials actively seek out discounts for most, if not all, products and services they buy. Navigare could easily take advantage of this by providing discounted group rates at the less busy times of the year. While understanding the company itself is incredibly useful for designing marketing strategies, we need to take a look at who we're selling to, because understanding who our target audience is, what they like, and mapping out how they'll interact with Navigare's touchpoint allows us to craft strategies that we can be confident in. For this reason, Windward Bound has created 3 buyer personas, complete with full journey maps, intended to represent 3 different cross-sections of the millennial generation. First, we have Brianna Cullen. She graduated a few years ago from USF St. Pete and has landed an entry-level job with Raymond James as a financial advisor trainee. She is classified as a hip-ennial, someone who is constantly on social media, is information-driven, and cares a lot about the environment. Like many millennials, she wants to create memories with her friends, but she's tired of non-user-friendly websites and pointless apps. She's very extroverted and loves meeting new people and living in the moment. Since she's always on YouTube and other social media, the best way to market to her would be online videos and promoted content by influencers. Brianna starts planning her trip using Google, typing very general keywords that eventually lead her to see ads about yacht charters. She refines her search, looking for yacht charters specifically, seeing if she can find any companies who use social media a lot to give her an idea of what to expect. She finally finds a site that lists all the biggest yacht charters in the BVI and starts comparing different prices. Impressed by the low price and the positive reviews about the carefree package, she books with Navigare. After her trip, she decides to recommend Navigare to her friends, but is disappointed to find out that there is no point-based system for referrals. Next, we have Jackson Lynch. Jackson is in his last year of college at UCF and is classified as a true digital native, someone who was born with a smartphone in his hand. He is also an extrovert, but he doesn't jump straight into things like Brianna. Instead, he likes to do a lot of research. As an avid networker, it is possible to reach him using physical ads, but he still prefers social media promoted content. Jackson's journey is quite similar to Brianna, but because he is interested in paying for better products as opposed to unique experiences, his search is largely cost-related. He settles on Navigare because of their low price, but is disappointed to find that he has no way to share his trip with his friends back home. Last, we have the McDermotts. Both Mary and John work decent jobs and make a good amount of money so that they can enjoy the finer things in life. They've been married for 25 years and look for new ways to bring the spontaneity back into their relationship. Because they want to retire early, they don't want to spend an arm and a leg on a vacation, but they're willing to spend more money if it means an elevated experience. Both are more introverted and like to keep to themselves, but they are willing to get to know new people. Since they work a lot, the best way to reach them would be physical ads, with social media coming as a distant second. The McDermotts also start their journey in the same way, by looking online. They see a few websites for yacht chartering and try to view their pricing schemes. Unfortunately, Navigare is not as transparent as their competition. John decides to look on TripAdvisor on Facebook and sees that there's not many reviews and that the Facebook has not been updated in a while. They decide to go anyways and they have a good time, but unfortunately they're disappointed to find out that they didn't have any follow-up after their trip. The Windward Bound team chose a few recommendations which we will highlight over now. To start, Navigare want to use social media advertising along with a new bold and eye-catching website in order to drive in more millennials. Next, an influencer will be chosen to partner with so that Navigare can build their following exponentially. During the trip, customer care and service will be a priority, and amenities, concerns being acknowledged, and personalization and customization for the customer's experience should be taken into account. After the trip, customers could take a survey on their experience. This not only allows us to gather consumer insight, but also allows the company to personalize other approaches such as happy birthday messages and reminders for special events. In order to differentiate Navigare from the rest, the use of technology and social media platforms gives us the benefit of using social media influencers to our advantage. Partnerships with the right influencers can go a long way and can create a healthy relationship for both the business and for them. In order to find the right influencer for your company, the first and most important characteristic is to find someone with the same ideals. One such influencer is David Dobrik. As a group, we think that his large presence and viral videos could grow Navigare's brand in a big way. Co-creation can be much more informative than the normal traditional marketing research techniques that businesses usually take part in. One way to do this is through the Navigare app by expanding its functionality, creating feedback forums, and creating integration with large social media applications. To get a better idea of how these strategies are implemented, we've created a sample timeline below. Since the majority of our initiatives are focused around social media analytics are of great importance. Tools such as SEMrush provide valuable insight as to how customers are interacting with your social media and provide discount codes to influencers for their followers, which will allow us to monitor incoming business from these streams. Both a follower and sales comparison from before, during, and after the campaign will help us to continuously determine what kind of content our audience likes, what parts of strategy need to be tweaked, and which types of influencers resonate most with millennials. One of the most potent strategies that we have developed is co-creation, a process that allows the community that we have built a chance to really be a part of the Navigare experience. We can harness this data and perform analytics on the amount of feedback the company receives each month, the number of questions being asked to the company on social media, and the number of new posts on the application's forums. Calculating and comparing net income annually, or even more frequently, will help Navigare continuously monitor the strategies implemented and determine whether or not campaigns have been successful, unsuccessful, and at what point in the marketing lifecycle they are at. Since Navigare has a website that is almost identical to its competitors, it is a great idea to restructure it. This metric will be invaluable in showing which changes benefit end users the most. Lead conversion follows users through their experience with interacting with the different pages and shows the company where on the website the lead becomes frustrated. At Windward Bound, we've been working together with the best to find the most accurate solutions to yacht charter problems around the world. Today we want to guide Navigare with solutions to help deliver amazing experiences on and off the water. With our presented solutions that are tailored to its marketing, we expect great things for Navigare now and in the future. We believe our solutions will take only 6 weeks to deliver the following results. All of us think that this project was very rewarding and also very challenging because of the open layout of the course. Nonetheless, our most important takeaway was that it's very important to be able to figure out who is good at what. As you can see, Jason and Ashley both considered our group to work extremely well together and that we completed projects timely and efficiently. Keyshawn and Alan largely agreed with Jason and Ashley, but further noted that the tools and ideas we learned in class is what is really going to help us in our future careers. Our recommendations are below, but the most important takeaway here is that it's important to be flexible with your team, and you should always have set up a way to communicate with each other.